Yeah, dude, they're smoking them. Jesus. Fucking what's that dude? Who's that guy we had
Flipped upside down.
year?
Inversed.
Just hit a
Inverted.
3. And you're
Are we live?
Yeah.
Are you press record?
Yeah. Thank you.
Nice.
Record, you bastard!
Oh, say you bastard. Give it up to Ray Ray for the sick beats.
Thanks for the fresh new beat, Ray Ray Beats.
Yeah, this
Every
is
week.
fire.
Every week with the freshness, Ray Ray. You that both does.
www.rayraybeats.com if you want to buy some beats.
Check it
Yes.
out.
Ray Ray
Highly
Beats
recommend.
brings the heat.
Get them before they blow up.
Yeah, get them while they're $20.
Wait, 20,000?
Yeah, you better not bring them prices up.
The rookie numbers.
You,
Pump them up.
supposedly, one of these like young rappers from Philly had like a
Bradley
hit
Beal
song.
just made everybody on the Pacers this bitch. Fuck.
He
Oh well.
Kick us
Good
off with the
Lord.
welcome.
Oh my good lord. Well, what's up everybody and welcome to the Quarterback Factory Show QBFS episode number 50. 50. Half century. It's the golden years. We did it. We made it to a half a century, boys. 50. And
I'm gonna be real disappointed if you don't pick the right person for number 50.
well, you're probably going to be disappointed because the first thing that came to my mind for number 50.
don't you dare say it.
Oh, I'm going to say it because I bought his jersey and I didn't buy his jersey. I won his jersey on the boardwalk.
Oh,
We're going to go with that linebacker of the year, number 50, Kiko Alonso.
Kiko.
That's Brit's boy.
Shakiko.
Wait.
Shakiko.
Who did we trade to get him?
That would be Leshon Mccoy. He was a running back with the Eagles.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know who he was.
Remember when people
all-time-
thought that was a good
Yeah.
idea?
Lead
No.
all-time Eagles leading rusher.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, he made a couple touchdowns in his career. He made a couple touchdowns.
Fun
So,
time.
Yeah, a couple times. So yeah,
Wait, was Mark Simino also 50 or was he 53?
No,
Seminole.
Seminole was 53.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought you were gonna say at first. I was like, he's going Mark Simino.
I thought that you were gonna go with World Series champion / retirement home extraordinaire Jamie Moyer.
Oh, Boston.
Wow, that is a bust out.
Also,
Strikes people out with a
there's no
72-mile-an-hour fastball.
72-mile-an-hour
Ratcliffe.
fastball.
Oh, Dan's got a good one.
What'd you say, bud?
So, for the 76ers, I know most recent that we all should know is Theo Ratliff.
Ooh,
Also was
That's a bust out.
as a little bust
Clap
out
your
right there.
hands.
I don't know if you were gonna say maybe Andrew Bynum was 50 if he ever played. I don't know.
Fuck that dude.
Fuck that dude. But anyway, this is the Quarterback Factory Show, episode number 50. I am Brendan Casey.
The police, they are after me.
Yes, they are.
Episode 50.
Episode 50, son. 50, a.k.a. Ferrari, a.k.a. F50.
Go
With
show
me, as
it.
always, is our Philadelphia Sports and Technical Jedi Master, Mr. Michael W. Parks Jr., a.k.a. Blanco. Cut your face off with that green lightsaber. What's up?
Got some toast
We have our
and toast it.
Eagles Encyclopedia and the man that could only name every picture. Wait, no. I was going to say, the only man that could name however many people were in that photo I sent to you earlier was Brian Dawkins' rookie year in 1996. Of all the defensive backs, I think there was 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of them, and you had 8 out of 9. God damn.
I was on the struggle bus with that one.
Yeah, no, that's all right. That was a fucking great thing. Yes, Captain Go for cricket, Mr. Michael.
I thought about going outside tonight, and I was like, nah.
Nah, it's all good. Mike, just so you know, when you do when you do our live, I love when you're down your basement. So it literally looks like you're like on an NFL live thing. You just sit there. You have like the lamp like behind you, and there's just one eagle thing like right there. Like it's just like this is me. This is what I did.
I'm like
right
Ian
next to
rap.
No, he ain't even done shit. Fuck that dude. You're like the random like NFL player that comes on. They're just like, oh, here's my light, and here's my helmet, here's what I played for, here's my Super Bowl ring, and here's my newspaper clipping in the frame. So fuck you.
There you go. I'll just hold him.
Yes, caress that for the rest of the show. Oh my god. We got our resident in-house Googler and the author of the Dan Rant, and the man that will fuck your day up if you deny the man his ranch.
Damn, Daniel.
Mr. Dan Wetzel.
Blue cheese, actually.
Was it blue cheese? I thought it was ranch.
Dan, you know what I
It's
thought
always
about
blue cheese.
randomly the other day was when Woody's Bar was open on 18th in Jersey, and they had that special, and there was like a strip steak, but they had like this blue cheese kind of mixture on top of it. Freaking phenomenal. We used to go up there and get that. Do you remember that?
I do.
Oh.
It's fucking delicious.
And then you get a shot of beer.
Yeah.
Shot of America.
And then you get Jimmy, who Brent, please do him right now.
It's like, oh, what are you guys doing? The steak? You want to stick around and watch Bills? Stick around with it? All right. Anyway, back up. What are the other guys coming up? Are they coming up? Coming up now? Coming up? Wait, coming late. Jesus Christ, I know you're going to be here later. Okay. Let me clear off the
My name's Jeff.
Yes, man, Jeff. And finally, we have our fifth man of the year and our editor-in-chief, my man sporting the MVP Joel Embiid jersey tonight, my nephew, Mr. Sean Palumbo.
I'm happy I got back in time for my introduction this week.
Yeah, that was perfect, man. You even got the StubHub John
I ain't you
right
daddy.
there.
Did you introduce
That's
yourself,
beautiful.
Bryn?
Yeah.
You went
I did.
past it so quick, I didn't even have time to.
Haircut Thursday's not till next Thursday.
You're like, my name is Bryn, and we have our sporting and technical Jedi, Mr. Michael W. You say my name longer. My name, Michael W. Parks Jr., is longer than your entire intro of yourself.
I know, because you're the man that makes it happen around here.
Right.
You are the sports. You are
Yeah.
our Jedi.
Shut up, bitch!
We wouldn't be
You are
anywhere.
the skipper.
We wouldn't have anything.
Have you guys tried these?
What is it?
What is that?
Can't see it.
They're
Put it in front of your face so we can see it.
Explain what it is to the hearing audience.
Oh yeah, they're tequila
Cacti?
spiked seltzer. They're 7% alcohol.
Do you have work tomorrow?
Huh?
I said, do you have work tomorrow?
Yes.
Have fun with that.
Yeah.
God. So, anyway, boys, this is episode number 50, and there's a couple things to talk about this week. I want to focus mainly on the Sixers. Finally, we have the number one seed. It's the first time the Philadelphia 76ers have had the number one seed since the 2001 season, led by Allen Iverson when they went all the way to the finals against the LA Lakers, Shaquille O'Neal, and the late great Kobe Bryant. Fortunately, they lost that series.
A huge number.
What's that?
Very big number.
I like that.
Yeah.
Lead.
A very, very small number.
Yeah, very, very small number. But anyway, I feel like there's a little bit of a lack of excitement in the city as far as the Sixers are going right now with playoff time. I mean, you guys know me.
The lowest number ever.
I am no.
Perfect.
Yes, it is 1. I mean, besides that would be 0. So we are the lowest number, but we are the highest number, which is 1. So one's the loneliest number. As the great Charlie Sheen once said, it's lonely at the top, but I sure like the view.
The biggest number ever.
So right now we're watching the Indiana Pacers and the Washington Wizards square off. Everybody thought Indiana was going to run
I want to
away
put that
with
on.
this, but they were a little banged up. And right now, the Washington Wizards are currently leading the Indiana Pacers by a score of 98-68. So it's safe to say they are getting their fucking doors blown off. And it looks like the Philadelphia 76ers will have a first-round meeting
Guess I don't have to
with
watch
the
it now.
Washington Wizards. Russell Westbrook, Bradley Beal. They're a dangerous team. They are. But I don't know who they were going to have on their team right now that is going to lock down Embiid. I don't. But you have to be cautious about Russ and Beal. Other than that, I think that they should have a very, hopefully, easy path to at least the Eastern Conference Finals, where they'll most likely meet up with the Milwaukee Bucks or the Brooklyn Nets. I didn't want to play the Miami Heat in the first round. Jimmy Butler, as we saw the other week, he's out for blood, man. You know, he's a dog. He was coming for our throats in that last game.
Danny Boo says Devil Horns. He's
Danny.
He's ready to rock.
I don't think they could beat us in a 7-game series, but they would definitely make us work for it. And I want to be as fresh as possible. Yeah, I want to be as fresh as possible.
Miami game went though. They didn't. The score doesn't really, do it justice. I mean, they were pretty close to.
Yeah.
In that game, so I mean, you're right. I agree with the 7-game.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
It would be a 6 or 7-game series.
So with the Pacers gonna beat the Wizards, it's still the 7 and 8, still going into the 7 and 8 seed. In the Eastern Conference, at least the play-in tournament
Wizards
didn't really
are gonna
change
beat the
anything,
Pacers.
right?
No,
Or was Boston the 8th seed and got moved
yeah.
up?
No, you're right. Yeah, it doesn't change anything.
Because Boston was 7 and Pacers were 8, right? Pacers lost to Boston. Pacers play the winner of the 9 and 10 game. Now Pacers are blowing the doors off of the team that shouldn't be in the playoffs anyway.
No, the other way.
The
Wizards are blowing
the doors off of the Pacers.
Oh, the Wizards are blowing the doors off the Pacers. I swear to God, I thought you guys were saying the
Yes.
Pacers. That's why I was like, oh, this is boring. I don't care anymore. Oh, wow, that's exciting.
The Wizards, I'm telling you, dude, they're scorching hot, and Russ and Beal are going to steal at least 1 or 2 games from us.
Yeah. I think it'll go to 6.
I kind of had their number too, so it's like it goes the opposite. Like we think these two teams are gonna come in and give us a threat, but it's good to know that we had the upper hand on the Wizards this year. So
Yeah.
Like I said earlier, they don't have a player, they don't have a dominant man in the middle that's gonna shut down Joel Embiid.
Yeah.
And I'm not tooting his horn because with home crowd or home, like being a homer or whatever, but they don't. Like he's the MVP of the league. Who's gonna stop him?
I think we've played the Wizards twice this year. I think we played them twice, and Bradley Beal has like over 100 combined points in those 2 games.
That's scary.
Yeah,
That
he had
is
like
scary
60 points in one of those games.
Because
But
Beal's a killer, and Russ is literally a walking triple-double. I think he has one tonight.
Yeah, wasn't that before when we played them last? It was before they had Russ, right?
no, he's been there all year.
yeah,
We traded him in the beginning of the season.
I think too.
With the John Wall trade.
Yeah, that was like right before the season started, or maybe
He
right.
still looks like a Goomba from the Mario Brothers movie.
God, he does, man. He looks like a frog.
or a Ninja Turtle.
Yeah, he was a Ninja Turtle.
I don't know. Forgive me. I've seen most of the Star Wars. I don't remember it like you guys do. But didn't somebody compare him to a Star Wars character, like look-alike?
Jabba the Hutt, man. No.
No.
I don't know. I gotta try to Google it now. I could have sworn it's Star Wars.
I'm gonna look it up right now.
Right?
The one
I can't think off the top of my head.
the Ninja Turtle comparison is one of the
Yeah,
good-
it's perfect.
Yeah, the Ninja Turtle one
It
goes
is.
around a lot. I've seen that one a lot.
It is.
I don't think I'm pretty sure I made up the Goomba from Mario Brothers movie. I don't think I've ever seen that anywhere.
That's actually pretty
Specifically from the Mario Brothers movie. Yeah.
From the movie, yeah, he looks like the Goomba.
Absolutely.
Mario
So the
Brothers
question I wanted to ask you guys tonight is: now that the Sixers are 1 seed, it looks like we're going to be playing Washington in the first round. In the second round, it's TBD.
Oh shit! Before we move on, we got it. Biggie's Star Wars thought on
Yeah.
Russell Westbrook, Jar
You
Jar
found it?
Binks.
That's who it
Oh
was.
my god!
I typed in Google Russell Westbrook looks like, and Jar Jar Binks was the first suggestion.
God.
Wait, I know there was a lot of there was a ton of cocaine to go around Hollywood in the late 80s, early 90s. But who the fuck got the rights to Super Mario Brothers? I was like, yo, make a great Mario and Luigi, Bob Hoskins and John Leguizamo.
I'm still not mad at that at all.
No. I'm not mad. He was like, get that guy from Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Yeah.
And
Yo, they straight up tried to make it like
and
they
the other
they
guy
meshed
from
it in with Earth and
Carlito's
everything.
Way.
And he's like his apprentice. He's not even his brother.
Yeah.
Get those guys. Get Carlito's Way and Who
And
Framed
Benny
Roger
Blanco
Rabbit
from the
guys.
Bronx.
And put them
Fucking
together.
Benny Blanco.
The clown from Spawn.
Benny
The
Blanco
clown
from the
from
Bronx.
Spawn, yeah.
The Violator.
The guy who fixed John Wick's car.
Still never seen it.
You've
And he
never-
got chased by zombies.
I've never seen any John
Listen.
Wick movies.
I assume you're going to take at least a small paternity leave after the baby is born.
Yes.
When you're sitting there with your offspring, but watch all three
Watch
fucking
out.
John Wick movies. Watch them, love them, cherish them. They are some of the best action movies ever.
Well, I
Dude,
you know, I love that
and the
shit.
third one, Boban's got a
Somebody-
real good fight scene with John Wick.
Look at Mike.
Yeah, that's it.
The only one I could find.
That's the one. Yeah, that's the one I see too.
That's good.
That was on his.
Somebody told me.
He was reading
somebody-
the mean tweets or whatever. That show where they read mean tweets about him.
Oh,
One of the late night
Jimmy
shows.
Fallon.
Jimmy
Yeah,
Kimmel or Jimmy Fallon?
Jimmy
One of
Kimmel or
the-
Jimmy Fallon, one of them.
Yeah.
Somebody told me I was at a family party a while ago on Jess's side, and they were talking about movies, and it was like a group chat about it, and I was like, yeah, I'm like, I've never seen one Marvel movie or one Harry Potter movie, and yeah, you would have thought that like I just told them that like I murdered my family because it like was like old school record screech, and they're like, what? They're like, we can't be friends anymore. I was like, huh? Like, fucking movies. I don't give a shit.
Wait, all right. So I can't really stress you too much over the Harry Potter movies.
Yeah, me
I
too.
read all the books, but the movies weren't my cup of tea. But dude,
I
no
love
Marvel
tea.
movies and no John Wick. That's a violation.
I
That's
know.
a violation.
Anyway,
Especially John Wick. John Wick is an easy movie to watch. That ain't, Marvel I can see, especially now it's intimidating. There's so
You got,
much.
like,
It's hard to get
20
started.
plus or movies, yeah. But
But
John
John
Wick is
Wick,
like
so easy
3
and so
hour and
fun.
a half long movies. They're just fun
watch
from
them.
start to finish.
Yeah, you don't have to think. You don't have to use your brain. You just watch the
well, it's a
carnage.
Keanu Reeves movie. Of course I don't.
Yeah. And I mean, listen,
I want a full restoration.
the premise is so simple. A guy, he's the baddest man on earth.
I know the
His
premise.
wife dies.
I know.
The dog gets killed, and they steal his car. The only 3 things that he loves are gone. So he's gonna go fuck shit
And
up.
mind you, he doesn't go on a killing
Then
spree
he's
until
gonna-
after they
then
kill his
he's
dog.
gonna jump in a telephone booth and travel back in time and get soap crates. Then he's gonna come back and he's gonna surf waves
So crazy.
with Patrick
Did any-
Swayze.
Did anybody
The
see
Wild
the
Stallions.
newest Bill and Ted movie, the one that came out during the pandemic?
Have not seen it yet.
No, I did not.
The what?
No,
It's on the Plex too.
it
It's
was
on
pretty
Blind
good.
Flicks. I
man.
need to watch
It was
it.
pretty good. It
I
was,
wanna watch
what you would expect for
Yeah.
a sequel 20 years later.
Yeah, I heard you don't. As long as you don't
true
have high expectations for it, you'll enjoy it.
Exactly. If you just go in as like a fan
Still don't
of
know what movie it was. You said.
I'm gonna
Bill
watch it
and
eventually. I
Ted,
actually
the
forgot
old
about it.
one.
Yeah, it was okay.
I can't hear
Yeah.
you.
Bill
What was okay?
and
Oh,
Ted,
the new one. Was it
the
good?
newest one. I thought it I just went in under I'm not.
Fred's like,
expecting
yeah, I've
the
seen the
Academy
newest one,
Award.
the one in '98, right, or '94, whatever that year that was.
Bogus
That
Journey.
was bogus adventure,
Fred's like, yeah, I've seen the
Bill and
latest
Ted's
one.
Bogus Journey.
Bogus Journey.
Dude,
bogus journey,
the best Keanu Reeves movie was on the other night by
Speed?
far.
Point Break.
Hardball.
Oh, dude,
God.
that's a.
Not
kidding.
the
I'm
replacements.
kidding.
It's the
Oh, yeah.
worst
It is.
soundtrack
It's a
ever.
tearjerker. but
The
it's
onions get cut in Hardball.
I love
Onions
Speed.
do get caught at hardball.
Yo,
Speed-
if you like short sci-fi animations, Love, Death, and Robots on Netflix. It's fucking brilliant.
Wow,
All
dude,
All right,
is that
I'm
Keanu
gonna bring
Reeves?
us back.
Huh?
I'm gonna
Is that
bring us
Robot
back.
Keanu Reeves?
I'm bringing us back.
I heard 4 people talking at the same time. What'd you say, Sean?
Sorry. I said, is that Keanu Reeves?
No, it might be. I don't know. It's all animation. It's
I thought
possible
you
he
were
could be a
going
voice
with
in it. I don't know.
a Scanner Darkly with him and Robert Downey Jr.
Michael B. Jordan is in Hardball.
He is.
Yeah, he is.
He's also
Michael
in
B. Jordan before he was Creed or Killmonger. He was a cucumber.
That's right.
He was
also
a
in
cucumber. He was a cucumber.
He was a cucumber.
Cucumber.
He was Wallace.
Yeah, Wallace in the Wire.
Anybody like Constantine?
Oh shit! Yeah, he was.
Yeah, Constantine was okay.
Yeah, it wasn't the best, but
Nah.
Oh wait, he's like water, cold,
John.
the only line I remember.
I think we're kind of allowed to digress on this one. I think because it's nothing happened in the world of football. I mean, Ryan Kerrigan, hooray.
Yeah, we got Ryan Kerrigan, man.
Yeah, he's 36 years old and he'll be on IR by week 3.
No.
He's missed 4 games in his career. He's going to come here and miss 4 games in the first 6 weeks of the season.
No way.
Probably, but we can have.
Oh, shit.
He's like,
Here we go again.
he's like, probably, but no. No, I think he's a good. No, but he's a good rotational guy to bring in. I get everybody's talking about the Chris Long aspect and the comparison, but and I get a lot of other people are saying, well, that's the type of move that you bring in that veteran type of presence at that position as a rotational guy to a team that's a competitor that's really good to compete right now. And that's what they did with Chris Long, and that's why he was such a great guy. He's a great locker room. He's a great presence, great, veteran guy to have on the field. But now we don't know what we have to bring in a guy like that and sending a message out from the organization like, oh, we're ready to compete. Where we're all pretty much all on the same page, but like we're not really ready to compete. So, but at the same time, I don't think it's bad. I mean, he got a 1-year deal for the guy. He's a rotational player. You got Brandon Graham, Derek Barnett, Kerrigan, Sweat as a rotation, like your 4 guys there. I don't hate it.
They don't want him to take any reps away from Sweat either. We don't need a 1 year.
No, I love what Sweat's doing.
But I won't mind him taking away some reps from Derek Barnett.
Yeah.
And it gives us more flexibility on the D-line,
Oh, you need Mr. Flexible Ankles? Mr.
BG.
Sit your $10 million ass on the bench.
Ankle bend.
When we have depth on the D-line and BG can slide inside and like cause havoc on those 3rd and longs from the D tackle position, we're a better
Well,
defense.
BG was inside when he forced that fumble in the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Well, that's what I mean. BG's a great inside-outside guy, and besides that, without taking away the positional versatility that we can have on the D line, having guys like Kerrigan and Fletch and BG with this, with Josh Sweat and Milton Williams, I think that's good guys to have in the locker room to help groom them guys up.
Yeah. To me, as long as if he had 38% snaps last year and like 5.5 sacks, and if he's playing 3rd down or passing downs and gets to like 35-40% and puts up those same numbers, like it's definitely a success for what, $1 million or whatever. So
I mean, what was the thought of him coming here though? It's like
he wanted to stay in the NFC East.
Yeah,
he had offers from the Bengals and the Steelers, and he was like, nah.
And he was an Eagle killer his whole career, man.
Yeah.
I remember
that was his post. It was just like, I know you guys probably haven't liked me the last 10 years, but I'm here now, so that's why.
He was like the one.
I just hope this isn't an Al Horford signing. Except the contract is not an Al Horford contract, at least. So
no, we're not signing him for 7 years. Yeah, $148 million.
That's true.
He was like the one dude who. Well, there might have been another guy too, but
such a low risk deal.
It is.
It is. You can't not like it.
Mike, what'd you say? I missed the end of it.
No, I said he's like one of the only guys in the league that gave Lane Johnson like fits.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's why Lane tweeted out that he was like, I forget exactly what he said, but he was just like, oh, yeah, cool.
And I mean, if anything, it's addition by subtraction for us, because Kerrigan, one, was an Eagle killer, and two, he's, that veteran presence bringing up that young crop of talent on Washington's D line. They're losing a leader and an Eagle killer, and we're getting a guy. So if we do get, 5-6 sacks out of him as a rotational guy and a mentor for our young dudes, it's a win-win.
On that too, just that he gave us 5.5 sacks last year. The Eagles were third in sacks.
Yeah,
I think I heard. That's pretty freaking awesome. So.
Oh yeah, for sure. And I mean,
what did Ryan Super Bowl year, first game of the year? What did Ryan Kerrigan do to us?
I think he like murked us.
Somebody.
Yeah, he killed somebody.
Yeah, he picked off Carson Wentz and ran it back for a touchdown.
Yeah. Yeah, I do remember. I think he had I think he had like a sack and an interception or like 2 sacks and an interception, something like that.
Was that the game where because Wentz had to pull out a bunch of magic out of his ass that game to get us to win that game, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Well, the first score was that play where Wentz scrambled around and threw a long touchdown to Aguilar.
Yeah.
And they got the ball back. It was 7-0, and that's when he threw the pick to Kerrigan, and he tied it up 7-7. And then I honestly forget what happened. I know we won. I forget what happened after that. I know LeGarrette Blount had a touchdown catch.
I think Kerrigan's touchdown was the only score the Redskins put up all game. I think we won like 37-7 or something like that.
Yeah, I honestly can't remember, but
their doors
it could be possible.
Oh, it's tighter than that.
No, I think it was tight early, and then we pulled away because Fletch ended the game.
No, they were
with
driving
touchdown.
at the end. But
Fletch had that fumble return at the end.
Fumble return.
It was
I
close.
think it was close
until
that
touchdown. I think it was like 20. I think it was maybe like 23-7 or something like that, and then Fletch ended up taking one to the house, and it was like 30-7, and then like the game was over.
I think most of Wentz's highlight reel from that year came against both Washington games.
Yeah, remember that one at home where he was like it looked like
Giants were
the one where he portaled out of the tackle.
Yeah. The Houdini act. Yeah.
Corey Clement too.
I was going to
He had
say
that long bomb to what's his name? Didn't he have
Mac
Hollins? Yeah, like 60
Mac
yards behind Mac.
And that was the last time we ever heard of Mac Hollins.
Yeah. Everyone remembers that scramble against the Redskins, and I mean, reasonably so. It was a great game, but dude, that was like that's when I started getting nervous for the season because we lost Jordan Hicks and JP that game.
Yep, we did. Yep.
Yeah, and Wentz was nonstop getting banged up. He had to nonstop escape getting tackled.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's right. The Redskins still had Kirk Cousins that game, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they did. Muppet ass looking dude.
You like that?
You like that?
He's
looks
like
like a
fucking Eagle killer.
Yeah.
He's out of the division. He always put up numbers against us, man.
He did, dude. He was like a all-pro.
It was like his best games was against the Eagles.
Unreal. Vikings, Redskins, whatever team he was on.
He'll go through a whole season looking mediocre, and then he'll come here and throw for 300 and 3 touchdowns. It's fucking insane.
They're like, oh, Kirk Cousins, he's so good. Oh, Kirk Cousins, he's look how he works. Oh, Kirk Cousins.
Wasn't there a dude in our comments a while back that was saying like
he doesn't even want to buy a new car?
Wasn't there a dude in our comments? We had some like we put up some like crazy Wentz highlight. And then I think he said Matt Stafford. I don't think he mentioned Kirk Cousins. He was talking about Matt Stafford. We had a Matt Stafford lover. It wasn't Kirk Cousins. Either way.
Fuck them both.
Yeah.
Fuck Wentz. Fuck Aguilar. Fuck Clement. And
fuck Mac Hollins.
Because they're all not here. That's all I gotta say about that.
Fair enough.
Yeah. And we did sign an offensive. How about that? We got another offensive tackle. The guy from the Colts.
And we traded for a corner.
Yeah.
Super Bowl.
It was like a 3rd rounder from Carolina, I think. Was he on the Panthers?
No, he was on
Vikings?
Jaguars.
There you go.
Jags.
I'm losing everybody.
Oh man.
I hear all your voices, but all your faces are gone.
Uh-oh.
Well, Dan, you're like frozen and choppy. Something must be up with my network. I don't know.
I don't think anyone really wants to see our faces anyway.
Well, I can still hear you guys, so keep on talking.
Well, that's good.
That's what matters.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
Thank you, Christ.
It's 118-89. Washington Wizards. Damn.
You know what scares me about well, yeah, I was gonna say, I guess we should talk about the reason for the season, but you know what scares me the most about Washington? We have trouble with teams that can like space the floor, and Russ, Beal, Bertans, they got like multiple guys that can just fucking jack it, man.
Well, that's my fear.
So we're gonna
with,
lose.
Brooklyn. No, they won't lose. That's my fear with Brooklyn is because everybody, people are saying like, oh, they don't cohesiveness and they don't have a play together. And Kyrie Irving's on a space mission about the Nile River or like the Earth being flat. Some fucking crazy shit. And Durant's just like, I just want people to like me. I'm a good basketball player. And Harden's like, I just want to shoot left-handed daggers and eat cheeseburgers. Like, that's all I want to do. So,
Yeah,
but they can space the floor and they can shoot the ball.
Everybody pause for a second. I'm
everybody
going to leave the room and come back. Can you just pause? It's going to cut the show off, so just give me a second, all right? I'll be right back. All right, we're back. I got your faces back. There's a little bit of a reordering now. Now Sean is next to me and Dan's up top now. Dan's usually the one next to me, but
I'm next to you. Oh man, what an honor! What an honor. Are we still recording?
Yeah.
All right, that's good at least.
I didn't stop the stream or stop the recording. I just left the room. If I leave the room, then the stream can't see you guys anymore because it's streaming from my screen.
You're the host. Yeah. Hostess with the mostest.
So, but I left and came back, and I can see all your faces now, so that worked.
You can't leave the room.
You can't
I want to
leave.
play a game.
Now you can't leave.
Wait, I still
I think that's why the one seed is so important for the Sixers' success. Because having, we're such a good home team, and then secondly, there's a chance that, all right, yeah, the Wizards might steal a game, maybe two, but our road to the Eastern Conference Finals might be like the Wizards and then the Knicks. And the Nets are going to have to play the Celtics and then the Bucks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or vice versa. If the Bucks beat the Nets, the Bucks are going to have to play the Heat and then the Nets. It's going to be – they're going to have physical knockdown, drag-out series, and we might just fucking waltz right in. And that's where I'm getting my hope from. And I don't personally think there's a team in the Western Conference that can take us in a 7-game series. I really don't. Truly do not think there's a team in the West that can take us in a 7-game series.
All
All
right.
right, so that's the question I wanted to ask next to everybody. Like, that's what I wanted to pose. Like, now that Sixers are the number 1 seed, they're going to have home court advantage throughout the playoffs. What's your expectations for the rest of the season, and what would you be satisfied with? Are you satisfied with getting to the Eastern Conference Finals, since that has been like the monkey on our back, like we haven't gotten past the second round in the last 4 years? Or
advertisement. Sorry, Sean just said it. We're winning the championship, so we could just close the show right now with this. We're winning.
Oh, yeah, good night.
We're winning the championship. He's like an earthquake going on over there. All right, I'll turn it down, Brandon. I like where your segment was going, Brandon. I just had to throw that in there because Sean. I didn't want to just pass over what Sean just said. Sean just said we're winning the championship.
Did we get two-faced? Did we get a two-faced Brendan today? I like that part of Brendan in last week's Eagles picks.
Mike, you ever listen to that?
We got the negative, positive, Brendan, all in one setting.
Brendan pulled a Tyler Durden last week.
Yeah.
No, I just realized I didn't even watch it or listen to it.
You son of a bitch.
We're fired.
Follow us, like and subscribe on Spotify, Mike.
Yeah, man. Wherever you consume your podcasts.
Right now, bye.
Wherever you
Bobbin.
listen to your podcast.
iTunes,
I
Spotify,
do have
Google
it.
Podcasts, anywhere
I've
you get
listened to
literally
songs, I've
every
listened to
podcast
it.
platform. We're on it.
We'll be
Wait,
on. We'll be on
so give me a quick
OnlyFans soon. Coming soon.
All right, well, I'm bringing.
Exclusive content.
What'd you say,
All right,
Sean?
I'm bringing
We'll be on OnlyFans soon. Exclusive content.
exclusive. Where we do.
And there's
our
also
shows.
one called Only Cash where we will accept cryptocurrencies as well. We'll be on
If
there too.
And
yeah,
it's
all
just
sorts of
it's
crypto.
just us doing the
Doge,
shows
Ethereum.
naked.
No, we just want Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash.
Yeah, if the
Give me
Sixers
This isn't for free.
for every round the Sixers win, I'll be on OnlyFans taking off one article of clothing. If the Sixers win
What
the
is this?
championship, I'm going
Is this
full
Major
Buffalo.
League?
I'm going full Buffalo Bob or Buffalo
What's the
Bill.
lotion on
For the
skin?
OnlyFans
It's the host
only,
again.
so be sure to sign
Yeah.
up.
Lotion
OnlyFans
on
only.
the hands.
Yeah, full tuck, the whole nine.
Or
Subscribe
we
for
could
our
do the
membership
thing from
now.
Major
to
League
be
where
ready
they
for
keep
that.
taking the dickies off the.
You're gonna have, yeah, that's what I said. It'd be Major League. Sean, you're gonna have Jodie Foster showing up at your house, looking for missing Sixers fans. He's gonna be like, oh, she big old fat
Lotion in the
freak.
fucking basket.
Yeah.
You put the lotion on the skin, or else it gets the hose
Yeah.
again.
I never changed the text for this
Exactly.
thing.
Oh, God.
All right, so
Wait, Brent, give me a quick synopsis of what happened last week. What did you say about the positive and negative?
He gave us one of the pump fakes.
I gave a pump fake. I think I might have overdid it a little bit. I feel like I rambled on and talked way too fucking much.
I liked
But
it. It's okay.
that's nothing new. So sorry. So basically, Mike, we all went through our predictions, and I went through my first prediction, and I actually had the Eagles going 11-6.
All right.
Yeah, and I broke it down game by game of why we were going to go 11-6, and then at the end of that, I said, "Well, that was positivity Brendan from 2020, who decided to turn over a new leaf in 2020, and the Eagles won 4 games, so that didn't really work out too well."
Pure fiction.
So then, yeah, basically did a two-face Fight Club, and I broke down every single game and said how we were going to go 0-17.
Oh my God.
But then I digressed, and I said, we're not going to go 0-17. What's going to happen is we're going to go 0-16-1, and we're going to tie. And then we're going to tie. Okay. So, and then the Texans are going to get rid of Deshaun Watson, and they're going to tank, and they're going to get the number 1 overall pick, because they're going to go 0-17. So by not even winning a game and then fucking tying a game, we're not even going to get the number 1 overall pick. So,
Wow.
That'd be
That's
pretty amazing.
I'd like to see the odds on that.
I don't know. I'd put some shekels down on that.
Yeah. They got to be 100,000 odds. I'd put down $1 and win
Yeah.
lots of money. If it happens.
So yeah, anybody who's listening and didn't hear that rant last week, I would highly recommend to go.
We absolutely
check that
there's two rants we have to get on TikTok. We got to get Sean's rant on
out. Yeah, I still
on
can't figure
Devontae
out how the
Smith.
fuck to get on there.
We got to
I
cut them
keep putting in
videos.
our username and the password. It's just like, nope, not valid. Sorry, later.
You still weren't able to log in?
Nope. No way.
You got to click Twitter. You got to
do it
click.
on Saturday. They'll figure it the fuck out.
I know. I even tried that too, and they were like, pure fiction.
Pure fiction.
Exactly. So anyway, I digress, and I really want to get this in before we're done tonight because I'm fucking exhausted. But now that the Sixers have the 1 seed, home court advantage, we know we're going to play the Washington Wizards. Our second round is probably going to be Knicks, Hawks, somewhere along those lines. So what would you be satisfied with? What is your expectations? Is it getting to the Eastern Conference Finals, getting over that second round monkey on our backs that we've had there for the last 3-4 years? Is it advancing from the Eastern Conference Finals? Is it winning the East and getting to the finals? Or is their expectations like All right, we're going all the way. This is it. This is '08 Phillies. This is 2017 Eagles. We're going all the way.
We are going to win the fucking championship.
I'm with this guy.
We are a team of destiny. Think about it, the way the stars are aligning right now. The last time that we made the finals was 2001. Hi, there's my lovely wife.
Hi, Kat.
Okay.
Hi, Kat. The last time we made the finals was 2001. Exactly 20 years later, 2021. Who is the best player on our team and the should be MVP of the NBA? Number 21.
Okay.
Think about it. We have been the number 1 seed pretty much from wire to wire all year long. There is no reason why this team can't win a championship. You have Tobias Harris in the middle of the best season of his career. Joel Embiid having the best season of his career. Ben Simmons should probably be the defensive player of the year. Matisse Thybulle is
the second best defensive player of the year.
in contention for defensive player of the year. We finally have guys that can space the floor with Korkmaz, with Danny Green, with fucking Seth Curry, with we have 3 guards that can all score off of the bench and can lead a bench unit with Shake, with fucking Tyrese Maxey, with George Hill. We have all of the ingredients for a team that can win it all. There isn't a team in the West that scares me. The Jazz are fucking soft. The Lakers have been banged up all year, and we already took care of business with them. We were literally an Embiid 3-point heave away from beating the Suns without Ben Simmons or Tobias Harris on the floor that night. So you give me a team, and Kawhi Leonard, we're out for blood with the way he did us dirty and stole that championship from us a couple years ago. There ain't a fucking team. Whoever wins the Eastern Conference Finals is going to win the NBA championship. And you can book that shit. The winner of the title is coming out of the East this year. And I personally think with how easy our road is, with the lack of cohesion from the Nets, and the way – and bro, Embiid goes to work every time we play the Bucks. A healthy Embiid against the Bucks is good for 35 and 15. And Giannis is like – the biggest choke artist I've seen since Donovan fucking McNabb. So you see this shit, everything up for us. And I've never felt so confident about a Sixers team. Never in my life have I felt this confident about a Sixers team. When you go back, and I know I was 10 years old during that fucking last run, that Vince Carter was within inches.
You were 9.
Inches of 9, exactly. Was within inches of knocking us out of the fucking playoffs that year. It was Allen Iverson and a bunch of dudes that could play defense. This year we have a team, we have a coach, we have a whole fucking roster, and we are going all the way to the finals, and we're going to beat whoever comes in front of us in those.
Is he coach of the year?
No, he didn't win. The coach of the Suns did, who is actually Monty Williams was a former Sixers. He was a Brett Brown's assistant head coach. So everything's coming up Sixers this year. Everything's coming.
Brett Brown or Larry Brown? Wasn't he? Did he coach under Larry Brown too?
Who?
Monty Williams.
With Larry Brown? I don't know, man. That was like 20 years ago. I think he might have been.
Was he a player?
He might have been a player in that time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm telling you, man, it's anything. Listen, I'm not gonna cry a river if we get to the finals and lose. But anything less than an NBA Finals appearance in this season is an abject failure.
All right. Well, then that's so. Finals. And his name is John C.
Close that segment out with that.
I'm gonna go real quick because I'm kind of on the same lines as Sean.
All right.
I can't really add much to it, but I think I need to. Yeah, for me, it's championship or bust, and I think they need to win. This is their best chance. Embiid's healthy. You know, as long as they stay healthy throughout the playoffs, I don't see the only road I see is, and this is where I kind of disagree with Sean a little bit, but like I think the Bucks can be a problem, and only because I feel like they're playing well and they're due after all the, like Sean said, choke jobs that they've had the last couple of years, and I feel like they're. I don't know. I don't want to call it motivation because you don't need to be motivated to play in the playoffs, but like I feel like that's the only stop that Sixers could have. I think they're going to beat the Nets, the Bucks.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be Sixers Bucks in the Eastern Conference Finals, and also that'll be just like 2001, right? Sixers Bucks in the Eastern Conference Finals.
True story. Except this time we don't have Ray and Michael Redd.
Yeah, Ray, Michael Redd, Glenn Robinson, Sam Cassell's on our side now.
Yeah. Sam Cassell's on our side now.
They don't they don't have Jesus.
Right.
Yeah,
From the side.
But I agree.
Sam Cassell might be the ugliest human.
You said Ray. You had to throw Ray in there.
If the Sixers are healthy in the finals, I don't think anybody in the West, they could give them a run. But I think the toughest challenge would be the Bucks in the Eastern Conference Finals. And I think if they get past that, I think they win the finals. And I think I don't know if they're going to have another better shot than they will with the team they have right now in the next couple of years.
But I don't know if I should give you like a losing sound effect or like a hype sound effect because you're kind of like on the you're right in the middle of like, yeah, we're gonna win, but we might not win.
No, I think they're gonna win.
All right, well then there it is.
I think the
Let's go!
There you go. That's your winning sound effect.
I just think the toughest challenge is gonna be the Bucks. That's all.
Thanks, Debbie.
Since you need to get a good answer, a drop for good answer, Family Feud style.
Yeah, good answer.
But then they gotta get to Steve Harvey and be like, what the hell? What the hell did you just say?
Name a word that comes after
This is all I got.
Good on you.
It's not good answer.
He's like,
Good on you.
It's like good on you.
he's like, this is a family show. Did you not know that?
Hey,
Did I not tell you
that's
that?
pretty
It's
good.
something that you share with your friends. A joint, Steve.
He's like, do you? Then they're like the husband's up. Do you enjoy your marriage? Do you
A lot of good
enjoy
things are gonna
being
happen.
alive?
So good. Oh, I
I've
love
always
it.
been in a good mood. I don't know what
Sean's
that is.
Sean's finals are bust. Mike's finals are bust.
Yeah,
What
I'm
say
just
you?
excited for playoff basketball, man. This has
Me
been taking
too, man.
forever to get here, and it's finally here, and I can't fucking wait.
Last year just didn't feel like you knew, you just had a feeling. Even before Ben Simmons went down, you just had a feeling, man. And
Yeah, it was gonna be rough.
bro, like I know you're afraid of the Nets, Bren, and to an extent, not afraid, but you have a healthy respect for them. But think about it this way, man. You got literally Tease, Ben, and George Hill. They're all really good defenders. You put George Hill on Kyrie, you put Tease on Harden, and you put Ben on Durant. And then what? Nobody's going fucking toe to toe with Embiid on the inside. I mean, when you think about it, our 1 through 5, even Tobias Harris is an NBA. He's like an average, slightly above average NBA defender. You 1 through 5, dude. You can put any combination of lineup out there, and we can defend. And Danny Green's a fucking stud defender. Like you put any combination of guys out there on the court, and we can lock you the fuck down.
Danny Green is not a great defender.
Listen, he ain't the defender. He's not a top 5 defender like he was in San Antonio, but he can still stay in front of the dude. And you know how the NBA is, dude. Them old man legs, they save themselves for the playoffs.
Yeah, I know.
Wait, so let's do when everybody's doing their talk about what the Sixers is. Let's do a pick, or we can do it afterwards. Do a pick for the Eastern Conference Finals and then Finals.
All right.
Whoever wants to go next.
I'll go. I'll be quick. Sixers gonna beat the fucking Wizards. Sixers gonna beat the fucking Knicks probably if that's what they play. Sixers gonna beat the fucking Bucks because the Bucks are gonna beat the Nets, and Sixers gonna win the motherfucking championship. I'm with Sean.
Play that motherfucking song.
I don't even know what song. I want to find a different one. I don't know.
Play.
We need to build a wall.
Yeah, that's what we need to build a wall. To build a
That's what we
fucking
need to
wall
do.
because the parade is going to be ridiculous. I'm going to climb that motherfucking wall and sit on top of that motherfucker and go nuts on that shit.
I hope
I'm
the
ready.
opponents don't build a wall for Ben.
Build a wall for that.
So yeah, I am pretty happy for, like you said, Big. I'm pretty happy for playoff basketball. I'm excited to get this going. I feel it definitely feels different than the previous years. Obviously with the new coach and all that, and I don't watch the rest of the NBA, but I wholeheartedly feel like dude must be doing a great job over there in Phoenix if he truly beats Doc for Coach of the Year because Doc, man, wow. Look at this team.
Did a great job. But the guy from Phoenix deserves it. Monty deserves it.
But let's get to this championship. Let's get to this fucking championship and win that shit. I want the Sixers. It's the Sixers' turn. It's their turn. They need to do it. They're the only team that can do it in this window that we have of all four sports. As far as what the rest of the teams are looking like, we're not looking at any championships anytime soon in these other sports. Who's the second closest? Phillies, and that doesn't look good either.
Yeah.
So.
What are a robust 22 and 21?
Yeah. Final score: Washington Wizards 142, Indiana Pacers 115.
It's like,
talk about a fucking.
Did Beal and Westbrook have like 80% of the points?
Yep.
Yeah, most likely.
All right. It is officially official. The Philadelphia 76ers will face the Washington Wizards in the first round of the NBA playoffs this Sunday.
4-2.
1 p.m.
Sixers and 6.
An afternoon game.
Like 9 o'clock at night.
It's good. Guys, it's like...
That's Sunday at 1?
Yeah, 1 p.m. Sunday. It's like a fucking Eagles game.
Nice.
I love it.
Nice.
We should go tailgate.
Oh, my God. Riley goes to sleep right around 1 o'clock, too, so...
Same here.
Nice.
Same here.
All right, Danny, what's your expectations, buddy?
All right, so
I like the way you think, Blanco.
Brandon, you're like
we should get on video chat.
you're a little
But
scrambled.
we'll have to be quiet.
You're back. You look like a panda.
Like a panda?
Panda's here.
It looked like Seth Curry. He looks like a panda.
Yeah. So
It's like a koala, actually.
just
Love
like
it, man.
everyone said, man,
Love you, Seth.
it's the window's small, man. It has to be, for me, is championship or go fuck yourself, Philadelphia 76ers, because you got a veteran coach that's been around the block multiple times, won a championship. That's probably one of the best coach signings we could have done for this city. Along with Danny Green, he has some, play experience and some finals experience too. So that's more help. But this is, I think, a statement, for Ben Simmons. This is really going to make or break this team. We need Ben Simmons probably he needs to step the fuck up this year. We need him the year, man. If he pulls some shit he's been pulling in the last, couple playoffs games, it's not gonna go well. So, if Ben Simmons is, we get the Ben Simmons we saw, he wasn't consistent throughout the year. We've seen games where he was, doing this thing, and then he would just, the next couple games, he wouldn't do anything. So it's just like, if Ben Simmons comes to play on all this year, I'm just looking for him to have a breakout, throughout the whole playoffs. If he does, like I said, we're looking at a championship here, hopefully a parade. But I think it all leads down to him. You gotta say, Embiid's going to handle his business like always. And I like the sharpshooters we got now. Hopefully, but right now their own worst enemy is themselves. So.
Yeah. So what's your call? Is it finals? Is it Eastern Conference Finals? Is it
Finals and championship, man.
finals?
Championship, or like I said, go fuck themselves.
All right.
They need it.
So we're all like pretty much on the same page. I said page. It's Peach.
Hi.
Hey, your dirter was murdered.
My dear.
Stop eating your Wawa hoagies over the dead bodies.
You guys stop eating Wawa hoagies over the body, please. All I know is what we don't know.
That is too cool.
These are my
By
cousins.
the Jag-off bridge. Oh my god. All right, so
You want to do the teams at the end who they'll play, or do you want me to do it now? I don't even. Mike said.
I'm just gonna run through this. So I think that expectations are at the minimum Eastern Conference Finals. I mean, that's my expectations right now. You have your number one seed, you have home court advantage. Washington's good. Whoever you play in the second round is probably going to be good as well. But there's no excuse that you don't at least get to the Eastern Conference Finals. You have the motivation. Everyone's healthy. Everybody has a different frame of mind this year. You don't have Brett Brown on the sidelines. You have Doc Rivers there, a guy who's been there, a guy who has pedigree and won championships as a head coach. And I just think that, I mean, I'm not trying to get my extreme hopes up because you guys know how I am, but you have to make it to the Eastern Conference Finals. I'll be immensely disappointed if they don't win the Eastern Conference Finals and make it to the finals. But if you get there, then you have a promising future. You still got at least 5 more good years to go off of. But I agree with what you said earlier, Sean. Who's ever coming out of the East is going to win it all, because the West, no disrespect, they're great, but I don't see any team in the West that would stack up against any of the top 3 teams in the East.
And I think it's
Definitely disrespect.
I think it's a tighter conference. Like there's a lot, like the teams are more, close in skill, so they're going to beat the shit out of each other.
Yeah, they're. I mean, like the East teams, like the Sixers, the Nets, and the Bucks, they're going to go in there and beat you the fuck up. To where teams in the West, like the Clippers and the Lakers and Nuggets, Warriors, whoever, Jazz, like they're going to try to be a finesse team. And I just think that whatever Eastern Conference team makes it there is going to win. Look, if the Sixers do win, the East and they advance to the finals, I'll absolutely be happy. Absolutely. But you know us, we're not just satisfied with that. We want to win it all. So if they make it to the Eastern Conference Finals and they lose in a 7-game series to, say, the Nets or the Bucks, and it's a hard-fought series, everybody shows up, you can't really be that disappointed. But we will be. I say that now, but then I'll be trumping through a window. But if they pull out of that and get to the finals, then it's a W. It's a championship as far as I'm concerned. Because I don't think anybody in the West can hang with our stuff, quite honestly. So, and honestly, I think the only thing that scares me, Brooklyn, because of their shooting and the big 3 there and everything. But look, Milwaukee's, they've been the number 1 seed the last 2 years, and they shit the bed every time too, like you were saying. And when's it going to fall for them? They're like the Eagles in the early 2000s. Always, right before the big show and choking and not making it. And one of these times, they got to get there.
The addition of Drew Holiday over there can't be understated. A
Absolutely.
big defense. You know what I mean? A big, good defending wing. He would have a little, Drew Holiday might have a little chip on his shoulder. Coming back to the place he started his career.
I thought of this the other day, and how great would this be? So, hypothetically speaking, if the Sixers make it to the finals, how great would it be if the Sixers face the Lakers in the finals?
It would be amazing. That's why I won.
To avenge the 0-1 season, much like the Eagles face the Patriots in 2017 to avenge that 04 season.
I mean, it would be poetic, dude, especially if they play the Bucs.
They beat the quote unquote GOAT, LeBron James, and the hated Lakers, just like the Eagles beat the GOAT Brady and the evil empire.
There'd be so many parallels.
His name is John C.
Enemy spotted.
Think about it, man. You know, we beat the Falcons.
Or you bring the Clippers in here and you fucking quadruple bounce Kawhi's dreams of another championship right down Broad Street.
I don't know, man.
Nah, man, I want the Lakers. I want them because, bro, Joel Embiid.
The publicity would be through the.
Yeah, I mean, you have the two.
You would bring out Allen Iverson, and someone would have to kidnap Tyronn Lue and lay him in the middle of the court, and Iverson would ring the bell and step over him for game one, while his hands would be tied with duct tape.
All right, hold on. So this is a question I meant to pose in the group chat earlier that I wanted to bring up tonight. We get to the finals, game one, at home.
I'll be there.
I'll
be there.
I mean, yeah, I'll take out a second fucking mortgage. Who would you have ring the bell game one? NBA Finals.
Allen Iverson. Maybe.
AI?
Be Allen Iverson.
Maybe.
Coach Brown, Brett Brown,
Sam Hinkie.
Sam Hinkie. Yeah, Sam Hinkie.
I'd rather
Gotta be. Sam
Donovan.
Hinkie is definitely the best answer.
Bro, Donovan rings the bell game one, we're gonna lose.
Yeah.
Embiid's gonna throw up in game 5.
Donovan would try to hit the bell with the hammer and hit the dirt right in front of the bell.
Carson Wentz.
They posed that question the other day, and somebody said it was like, I'd nominate Scott Kingery, but he probably missed.
Yeah, for me, it's either Sam Hinkie or Nick Foles.
Foles would be out.
Joe
of
Flacco.
Fucking control.
Dude, if Foles or Hinkie, I mean, listen, AI, I get it, but AI's rung the bell like 5 times.
Yeah.
AI's rung the bell like 5 times.
Give him like game 4, game 5, or whatever one of the middle home games or something. The first one, I like that. Hinkie is definitely the number one. That would be amazing.
Larry Brown. That's an instant win.
Larry Brown.
The whole fucking Wells Fargo Center would just be electrified.
If it was
Markelle Fultz.
If it was Foles, that would be out of control. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna think a little bit outside the box with this, and I'm gonna say you're in the finals. It's game 1. You're at home. Why wouldn't you put the guy that got you there as the bell ringer? And I'm not talking about Hinkie, because why would you not put Joel Embiid as the bell ringer? Because for one, he's most likely not going to get the MVP. It's going to go to Joker. Joel is the process. The whole thing of trust the process was through Sam Hinkie, and Joel is the process.
Sure.
If there's no process, there's no finals. So while the Joker is at home with his MVP champion title, watching the finals on his TV in his fucking PJs, why not have Embiid roll out there with MVP chants? MVP, when we all know he should have been, or trust the process. And that's how we got there. We trusted the fucking process. We trusted Embiid. And we're not there without him. And he's the true MVP. And to just stand up there with the bell, with his arms wide like this, while everybody's chanting MVP, while Joker's at home, like, it's a big fuck you to the NBA. Hey, you hated the process? Guess what? We're here. I wasn't the MVP, and guess what?
They tried to sabotage.
And guess what? I'm here. So this bell's getting fucking rung, and we're about to take it to him.
The fucking commissioner of the NBA tried to sabotage the process. Like, that's my biggest reason for Sam Hinkie. Like, the NBA stepped in and forced that man out and then stuck us with Jerry or Brian fucking Colangelo.
Captain Burner account.
Captain Burner. Brian Burner Colangelo. Like, man.
Here's a quick fun fact: Sixers could possibly face Washington, New York, and Brooklyn, and never get on a plane throughout the Eastern Conference Finals.
Which would be great.
Which would be amazing. That would be beautiful.
Bus rides, that's fine.
Beautiful.
Lag, go nothing.
And track. And track.
Yep. They can take the L right to
Doesn't Paco go right to each stadium?
I don't listen, man. I have the same feeling right now, as crazy as it sounds. When I was watching the Minnesota Miracle, and I saw that the Vikings were who we were going to be playing for for the NFC Championship game. I had that same feeling right now, man. I felt it in my fucking bones. I was like, whoever they put in front of us, we're gonna win the fucking Super Bowl. I didn't care if it was us beating down Minnesota or if it meant us playing the Jaguars or the Patriots. We were winning the Super Bowl. There was nothing that was going to stop us. And I have that feeling, man. I feel it in my heart. To the
And
point
you know what's good, too? Like, now that – and the Flyers kind of gave us this kind of great playoff thing. But, man, once Sunday hits and we get a playoff basketball game hype, that is going to feel amazing. I cannot wait. Like, it's just we've been let down from all the other teams. It's just, like, hasn't felt like a good playoff. Now, this team could, the Sixers could give us this ride that we've been wanting since we got, the high we got from the Super Bowl. It's just like we want that high back.
Yeah.
Can't wait for Sunday, man. It's just, I'm ready. And I know we're not, like all week leading up to this, it's just like, this was the least number one excited since the number one team in a conference that we weren't really excited about. The city wasn't really excited about. It could have been because of COVID. It could have been a couple things, but this city wasn't excited. You could hear it on the radio. There was no talk. Everything, the draft, overseeing it, stuff like that. So when Sunday comes and actually we get some playoff basketball, man, it's going to be great, and I can't wait.
Yeah. Oh, it's going to be awesome, man. I think it has a lot to do with, at the end of the day, the Sixers are the third team in this city, and, having fans back in the stands for the Phillies game. And like you said, it's such a crazy, controversial Eagles season where they dominated the whole offseason with the headlines, the Wentz trade, is Ertz going to be back, this and that, new coach. So the Sixers just kind of flew under the radar that whole time. But now the time is now, man. And the other day, one of my good friends she had a daughter. She's 2 months old. And her son is 6 or 7. And we were shooting around just like, Kat was hanging out with her and the baby and stuff. And me and him were out back in the house shooting the ball around. And he was like, you think the Sixers can win a championship? And I was like, yeah. And it was like, you know what? And it was like, you have no idea how lucky you're going to be, because there's a chance that you're going to see 2 titles in 4 years. And I had to wait 27 years to see 2 titles. So I feel it, man. I just got this feeling. I don't know what it is. We have a chip on our shoulder. We're the number 1 fucking seed, and we have the 6th highest odds. We're the number 1 seed in the Superior Conference, and we have the 6th highest odds to win a championship.
I like that.
I hope that all of this is just bulletin board material, and we're just looking at it. I just hope they're looking at it and just fucking let it fuel them. And we do, man. We have the easiest possible road to get to the finals.
If you will give it 5% desire. All right, so I guess we're all finals or bust. I mean, I would be cool with Eastern Conference Finals because, look, I think that Brooklyn.
How can you be okay with that, man? That's just. I don't accept that. I'm sorry.
Mm-mm.
I don't accept you. Get out of there.
because
Last year
Get
was
out of
a
that. Get
wash.
out of your head, man.
because Brooklyn.
I
You're
disagree
fired.
with you saying they got 5
Fucking-
starters ready to go because this is it, man. You don't get the number 1 seed and just
Squandered it. Yeah.
it's just they have to do it now. And who knows? You know,
The Bucks
I
could
get
absolutely.
it's like, the natural progression of things, so to speak, but last year was a fucking fluke.
I get
lost
the Bucks too, man. I guess that's understandable. Them being a couple of years and then blowing it, but still, it's just like
Because guess what? If shit goes sour with the Bucks and they get trounced in the second round or whatever, there's going to be some big fucking changes coming to that organization, and that is definitely in every person associated with that team's back of their head.
Yeah, I get that. I mean, shit, dude. Giannis was already, there was already rumors that Giannis was going to try to get out.
yeah.
So I
He'll go to
definitely
Lakers.
get that. I get that 100%, but I don't know, man. It's last year was a fluky year. That's down the drain type of thing, and we went to 6 games with the Celtics that first year that we made noise in the playoffs. The craziest bounce of all time robbed us of an Eastern Conference Finals spot. Joel Embiid having a stomach virus and the craziest bounce I've ever seen in my entire fucking life robbed us of that. Last year was a fluke, a wash, whatever. We had a poorly constructed team and Ben Simmons was hurt. This year, it has to be, dude. We have to get to the finals. I said, if a LeBron-led Lakers, if we lose to one of the top 3 players of all time in the finals in a tight 6 or 7 game series, I'm not going to be heartbroken, gut-wrenching, angry. But anything less than that is an abject failure.
Yeah, we
I
gained
agree.
6, 7 in the championship.
Yeah, that's nothing to, you know what I mean? That's nothing to cry over if you go, if you make that happen. But it's to the point, I already told Kat, I was like, listen, babe, and I was like, if we, if it's game 6 of the Eastern Conference Finals and we have a chance to close that series out, I'm going to Philly. Like I'm going to watch the game at my mom's house because like, you bet my ass is going to be on Coppin in Frankfurt climbing a light pole.
You won't do it.
Oh, I will. 100%.
Yeah, I know it's early to think about it too, like, but you got to think, man, like, times, you're right. We keep saying that time is now, like, the Warriors are going to get some people back, like Clay. I know we shouldn't think about stuff like that right now, but they're only going to get better maybe. And then, we just want to get when it's the time, that's how I feel. It's like,
gotta strike while the iron's hot, man. You're gonna give the Nets a full year to gel and glue together. You're gonna give the Bucks another year to glue in with Drew Holiday if they keep that team together. The Knicks are on the rise. The Hawks are on the rise. Like Danny said, the Warriors are gonna get healthy. The Luka Doncic isn't getting any fucking worse, so the Mavs are gonna be a threat. The Nuggets are down Jamal Murray right now. So if Jamal Murray and Jokic, that's a crazy nasty 1-2. All these.
Fuck the Joker. I can't stand that dude. He fucking blows. I don't care what anybody says.
No, I mean, he does not blow. He's absolutely fucking excellent at what he does.
He's not. He's a fucking dough ass buzz cut. Bad guy looking from the Steven Seagal movie.
He might be a
that always looks like he has a cold.
Dude, he's arguably the most skilled offensive player in all that.
Put him in a ring with Rocky Balboa. He'll knock his fucking head off. I don't give a shit. Embiid will run through, the mountains of Siberia and climb up on top of the highest peak and scream, Joker! Just like Rocky did with Drago. Okay?
Like him or not,
I don't like him. I don't have to like him.
Amazingly skilled player.
Okay. Well then, you know what? Go be a Nuggets fan. Okay? Go be a Nuggets fan. Go be a Colts fan. It's fine. Tired of this shit.
Fans.
Tired of this shit.
Yeah, Jesus. You sound like the guy that was fucking from A2D. We're better than this.
You fucking hate everybody. Everyone.
On that note,
Oh, on that one.
Except you guys.
You're fired.
Yes. Exactly.
y'all fun.
Go. Yeah. All right. Well,
So last but not least, is what horse is going to win the Kentucky Derby? No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
Sarah Jessica Parker.
the one that's juiced up, that's owned by Ashley Schaefer, BMW.
Dude, the amount of
Kate
stuff they
Winslet.
juiced up with, I was like, how's that horse not dead?
Yeah.
Winslet, the mayor of Easttown.
Mayor.
The Durger of Richtown.
Derder.
So
Derder.
how do you think this is going to go? Real quick, just a rundown. I think we're going to beat the Wizards in 5, and then I think we're going to see the Knicks and beat them in 5, and then I think we're going to see the Nets, and it's going to be a 7-game series that we pull out, and then we'll see the Lakers and beat them in 6.
Nice.
Good.
Ditto.
All
And
right.
I'll see you on Broad Street.
And then,
And then it'll be the first Cute Quarterback Factory show live stream
From a light bulb.
parade.
From a,
from a light fixture. From a light fixture 20 feet above in Frankfurt.
I might have to keep up the tradition of running into Colombo on Frankfurt and Cottman after a Philly team championship. Although it didn't happen with the Eagles, but it did happen with the Phillies in 08.
It happened with the Phillies in 08. I was plastered.
Yeah, we should on the next parade when the parade happens. We should buy a bunch of Wawa hoagies, put a QBFS sticker inside the wrapper paper, and just like throw them into the crowd.
There you go.
That's actually
Just do a sticker toss. Just get a whole bunch of stickers and just sticker toss
I
them.
think we can do this more cost effective. I think we can go to the Philly pretzel factory, get like 50 Philly pretzels, put them in little baggies, like the cellophane baggies with our QBFS stamp on it, and then throw them.
Wait,
Yeah.
I think we can be more cost effective than that. We can go to the dude that sells those other pretzels somewhere around South Philly. You know, he's got the shopping cart.
Yeah, the shopping cart.
We could buy We could buy his whole shopping cart for probably cheaper than whatever you're saying, and then we can do the same thing.
from
And then we can light the shopping cart on fire with all our paraphernalia and just push it right into the middle of a crowd.
Or we
Put the
can
fireworks
call
inside of it.
And put fireworks inside.
We
That
can
was
call
fireworks.
Fieri
We'll put M80s
and
on
bring
the
us
back
a
of the
pretzel
wheels.
maker like he does for the school drives, because he gives schools pretzels so they can sell them for charity for
Flavor
fundraising.
Town.
Yeah, he takes
The
these
mayor of
kids.
Flavor Town.
All right, well, keep these ideas flowing, guys. Keep these ideas flowing.
I will.
But I don't know about you guys, but I'm
You'll
out of
flow
here.
like that.
I've had a long freaking week, and I got some shit to do
Oh, yeah.
around her.
Hold on,
So-
wait. We got 3 guys that have got to lay the playoffs out for us.
Okay.
Come on, Brendan. You're being
I'm
rude.
going. I'm out. My phone is dying, and I'm dead.
I'm just doing finals and finals. So I'm going Sixers versus Bucks, win in 6. Sixers in 6. And then I'm going Sixers versus Utah. And they win that in 6 also.
I
I'll
love
switch
it.
it up a little bit. Sixers in Miami. Somehow. They win in 6, and they play. I'm going to go with Sixers and Denver in the championship. As much as I want the Lakers, though, I like yours. The Sixers in Phoenix, and they
But you said Denver.
get payback for the year this year.
No, I said Utah. Utah, give me
Wait,
2.
Dan, did you say Denver or Phoenix?
Denver. No, Phoenix. I'm sorry. I probably mixed them up there. So
Phoenix, okay.
Phoenix, yeah. So Phillies, 6 years versus Phoenix and the champ and the chip. So,
Who's Kawhi play for?
The Clippers.
Clippers.
Are they in it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are they good?
They're like the 4th seed, I think.
All
Yeah,
right.
30.
Okay. They lost on purpose, like they were saying.
Sixers,
Oh, yeah.
Sixers, Bucks. Sixers, Bucks. I say that's in 7, and the Sixers in 7, and then in the finals, Sixers, Clippers, and we sweep those motherfuckers.
Whoa.
Woo!
We go into the chip.
Worst case scenario, we win in 5, but
Rolling
I'm
Frankfurt
sticking to
ass and
sweet.
Cotman and fucking drinking fucking whiskey. Hopefully.
Oh yeah. So
Drink good
is it
shit.
socially acceptable to bring your toddler to Cottman in Frankfurt for a victory?
Sure.
Oh, sure.
I mean, why not, right?
To
You gotta
bring what?
show.
I told Kat that if the Sixers win a championship, I'm bringing Adriana to Cottman in Frankfurt.
Just put the headset on like they do in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I bought that same one that Nick Foles had for his daughter. I got the same John. It's pink. The pink John. I have the same thing.
I feel like it's only right, you know? And it'll keep me on my best behavior.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like a double thing. It's like a necessary pilgrimage for her to see her first championship.
Double whammy.
And then, secondly, it'll stop me from climbing a light pole. So that's good.
Very true.
All right, man. Bring on Sunday. Guys got me excited.
Yeah, I'm excited for Sunday. Yeah, I got to talk to some people at my job because my job's headquarters is in D.C. area, and I've already talked to them about baseball, and some of them are Nats fans, and obviously football talk has happened. There's been no basketball talk, so I got to find out who's a Wizards fan and start talking some junk.
I don't even know if there are Wizards fans.
Find them and tell them.
I know. That's probably why nobody's talked about basketball. I don't think anybody's really a fan of a basketball down there.
I feel like 75% of DC is transplants from somewhere else.
Yeah.
Well,
Right.
I mean, I guess that's all, huh? That's
Yeah.
all. It is.
Let's get it out.
All right, gentlemen.
All right, man. Good talk. See you all soon.
If we can possibly, maybe we can all hop on for like a quick little pregame or mid-game or halftime show for the Sixers. Just a little special PBFS special feature.
That's a good idea.
I like it.
I would probably say earlier the better. Well, maybe like start of game.
I'm fine with that.
I'm assuming around halftime Riley's gonna be up, and then it's just gonna be like I gotta watch Riley end the game at the same time. I ain't gonna be able to juggle a show too.
Blanco, play us the fuck out. Play that beautiful song.
Before we go, check out our blog. There's no new blog posts on there, but check it out anyway. We're gonna get some blog posts on there at some point.
My day job is really fucking killing me.
Hey, I mean, it's slow season right now. It's slow.
It is.
But
we get content going.
But you can watch us on YouTube if you missed us live. You can listen to us on Spotify or on iTunes or Google Podcasts or wherever you consume your podcasts. And that's it. We out of here. Check out Ray Ray Beast, www.rayraybeast.com. Enjoy the beat and the outro. Peace.